Hello, Barmy Badger Army.
Hey, Badger Army.
Welcome to this saucy premiere event. Welcome to the show. Now, we've got some bittersweet news. This potentially is the last on the bench of this season, but we will be doing summer specials. So, this is the last episode of this season of On the Bench. It's a real shame because we weren't able to do a proper full season, what with lockdown and all the business. But we do intend to make a special episode. No more cuddling, Nick. I've missed you too. Right, yeah. So we're going to make this a special episode and hopefully you'll have lots of fun along the way. Now, today we're going to talk about Batman and Catwoman controversy. We're going to talk about football, yawn. We're going to try some energy powder. And what else are we going to do, Nick?
We're going to talk about Anne Robinson.
We're on the new countdown and perhaps some much more when I remember. Okay, because I always like shoehorning in extra things. And we're going to talk about Freedom Day. Freedom!
Whenever it might be happening.
Indeed. I won't let you down. Freedom! I won't give you up.
You've got to have some faith in yourself.
Gotta have faith. Right, let's go. Nick.
Should we do the sachets first?
Sachet away.
Right. These are brought to me, but have been brought to us by good buddy Tony from Williams Finesse. We'll include a link to his store in the description.
I'm back.
Energy sachets.
Energy sachet.
Now, these are generally they're only 15 calories each.
Ooh.
So making them healthier than all those energy drinks, which certain people drink far too much of.
Bye.
So these are billed as a healthier alternative.
Healthier buzz.
And the good thing about these is that you don't have to add water. You can just rip it open and just slop it into your mouth.
And then go dehydrated.
We'll try not to. And that is what happens. Right. As your so what I will do is I will do mine first to demonstrate, and
That's
then
right.
I will hold the camera momentarily while you do yours.
Yes, because we can't afford a cameraman yet.
No.
Hashtag donate to the show. Insert elevator music while Nick robes out. So
it opens up like that, and there you go. And then don't try swallowing it all in one go.
And don't tip your head too
eyes
back.
Exactly.
Gung. Pop rocks. Does it taste like pop rocks, Nick? Da, 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 da.
Berry flavoured.
Berry flavoured. What type of berry, Nick?
Lots types of berries.
Okay, I'll let you do. Nom 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 nom. Nom. Right. Okay.
And now you feel nice and rejuvenated.
Excellent. Excellent. Power up. Right. You take that, and you take that, and then you tell the people about that, and I'll try some.
So yes, the advantage of these is that where it's only 15 calories, it doesn't give you the big sugar crash that lots of energy drinks do. Don't be rude. It's your own front it's going down, and we told you not to do it all in one go.
Lovely. Nom 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 nom. Tastes like sherbet. Yummy.
It does, yes. I always thought it was a slightly more sour sherbet, but in a good way. Because sherbet is basically powdered sugar.
Yes, that was delicious. I really like that. And yes, it did give me a slight buzz. Excellent. And I'm raring to work out.
We'll send you, the links will be in
10 press ups, Nick. 10 press ups.
The links will be in the description.
Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ding ding. Done. And if anyone knows that I was on my knees, I'm a fat man with a ginger beard. Okay, right. What do you think of those, Nick?
See, I quite like them.
Me too. I thought they were really tasty.
Yes, and they won't give you the same sugar rush and sugar crash that lots of energy drinks do.
No, that was really nice. And thankfully, that is a usable source of energy. Thanks very much. That was very nice. And a big shout out to
Tony from Williams Finesse.
for the lovely free sample. Thank you very much. And Tony, if you want us to try more products, you know where to find us. And we're well up for it, aren't we, matey? Sponsor me. Right, thanks very much. Right, what are we going to talk about next?
Well, this next Monday isn't going to be Freedom Day, unfortunately.
Freedom!
Although, to be honest with you, we kind of saw that coming.
Yes, we did. With Bodger Boris's announcement that lockdown will continue, we're now going to do it. But to be honest, it's not really lockdown anymore. It's just be careful and don't be naughty time.
Yeah.
It's not really lockdown, is it? This is lockdown ultra light. We had lockdown light. This is lockdown ultra light.
Yeah. So, well, we had lockdown ultralight kind of like last summer as well, because we didn't really have like proper restrictions being put in place, really.
No, that's true. But this is definitely, I mean, he is sort of, I think what they're doing is they're giving me an extra 2 weeks just to see what happens.
It's an extra 4 weeks.
Extra 4 weeks. Is everyone going to die again? Is the world going to burn? Let's just wait a little bit and see. And hopefully if it doesn't, then we might,
Yeah. I mean, it does bring in, there's lots of speculation about music events going on. A lot of events haven't made any specific announcements yet. Latitude Festival, which I often attend with the radio station over in Suffolk.
Phoenix FM?
Yes, indeed. Wednesdays 8 p.m. Hi there. Then they haven't made any. They've announced that they're looking at what's going on. And whether the event can still go ahead or not.
That's right.
So we'll see what happens. Some smaller events have said they'll still go ahead.
Really? Okay.
So it's really just a matter of waiting and seeing. But I think ultimately, we do have to be vigilant. I would say, still wear your mask on public transport.
Of course.
Still wear it in stores. So, but yeah, I mean, lots of people. I mean, there was a hashtag I'm done was trending on Twitter, and it's
really?
Just like, and
no,
it just kind of feels like that attitude is why we're in this situation in the first place.
If you don't want to constantly throw it away and all that sort of stuff, use a reusable one or a bandana like me. Have it there as a fashion accessory and as a safeguard. It's old school, but stranger danger. Like I was saying the other week, perhaps you can relax around friends and people but around strangers, on the bus, busy areas, it's a no-no. If you can wear a mask and it's comfortable like a bandana, you should.
Absolutely.
Also, by the way, in other news, I'm fully jabbed up now. I've had my super soldier serum, both jabs. And what I was going to say to you, Nick, is that also along the lines of what we were talking about with the music festivals, Comic Cons and things like that are still being cancelled now as well, due to obviously guests, the speakers, the celebrities, the staff, all the different things going on with that. They've been sort of postponed as well. They were going to happen, now they're going to be postponed. And a lot of people were like, but I paid for my ticket. But then again, like I said, we're better off to still be alive. I haven't been to Comic Con for a couple of years now. Big shout out to Morgan and the lovely Time Bunny for always taking me. But, I haven't been for a while. And yes, I do miss it. But there'll be another time, hopefully, in the future.
Absolutely.
And I'm really hoping to take Badger Jr. to it one year as well. So there you go. But there's lots of things. So freedom is a bit off, but we'll get there in time if we're healthy and safe and look after each other. And don't blow our noses on each other and stuffs. Indeed, yeah.
And stop complaining and just stop kind of like acting like the last year didn't happen.
That's right. There's no rush. We have to be safe and careful and look after each other. Right, we're going to talk about the football, Nick.
If we must.
Apparently, the algorithm gods have told me we need to.
Okay. Well, apparently England are playing Scotland this coming Friday or something like that. That's going to be ugly. But to be honest with you, I mean, there's this whole kind of like this kind of like like petty hatred between UK nations about kind of like how the Scots, Welsh, and Irish don't want England to win.
Well, this is it.
But the trouble is, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just jovial banter.
Is it?
Brexit just happened. It's not jovial banter.
It's not jovial banter. The world's going to end.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be a real corker of a match. When is that?
I think it's Friday, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that then. That's going to be loads of fun.
Oh,
I might even watch that due to obviously the boss.
Major conflict of interest in your household?
Yes, well, the boss is Scottish and Badger Jr. is, of course, best of both. Hovis, half and half. Half Scottish, half English.
I mean, Badger Jr. is going to win either way.
Yeah, so that's the perfect
Wish
situation.
you could say the same for us.
Will you guys, if you're Scottish or half Scottish, be celebrating? It's going to be interesting. Who wins and will you be happy? Right, what else are we going to talk about, Nick? There was loads we mentioned, wasn't there?
Anne Robinson.
Anne Robinson.
She's taking over Countdown.
It's the final countdown.
Not that one.
Boom. Indeed, I remember with old school countdown back in the day with what's her face, Vorderman.
Yep.
And Richard Whiteley. You can't beat the old school
Those
stuff.
were the days.
Those were the days. And of course, 8 out of 10 Cats Countdown and all that sort of stuff, and the more modern jokes on it.
Yeah.
You know, will those change too? And of course, Anne Robinson was on The Weakest Link.
Indeed. She's actually gone on record to say that she wouldn't get away with those insults today. You barely got away with them back then, Anne.
I know, you know, snowflake-tastic.
Well, this is the thing. It's like but yeah, it just kind of felt like, yes, let's remind ourselves what an absolutely irredeemable person you are.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Iron Lady of the Iron Lady of quiz shows is back.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Weakest Link has been relaunched in the US and Australia. Mm-hmm. It hasn't been relaunched over here, but the thing to remember is, it only ran for a couple of years in the US and Australia.
We mentioned that in a video a while back.
Yeah, last year we did a video when it was launched in the US.
That's
I think
right.
with Jane Lynch, I think her name is.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. The woman from the Singing Show.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. I mean, Weakest Link. It ended in the UK in 2012.
That's right.
So it ran for a lot longer over here.
Yes, it was very popular, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's sort of like, the thing is, it sort of fades into the background after a while.
Yeah, I'm sure it's syndicated on somewhere. There's probably a channel you can watch it 24/7.
Quite possibly.
Most
I think it still pops up on Challenge TV every so often.
I was going to say, yeah.
But so yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why it hasn't come back here, because it wouldn't really be, you know, tapping into a new audience in the same way, you know, the US and Australian versions the US version I think was axed in 2002.
Oh, okay.
And the Australian version, which was presented by the late Cornelia Francis, was 2003 or 2004.
Okay, right.
So they didn't run for very long. I mean, it was syndicated to over 100 countries.
Wow.
But I think it was.
Is that probably one of the most popular quiz shows of all time then?
One of the most syndicated quiz shows.
Ah, okay.
I think Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was syndicated to more.
Okay. That's insane.
Yeah, so it's so it wouldn't have the same sort of appeal that it does. But also there's a lot of other daytime quiz shows that do well over here. So, you know, it's like would they necessarily need another one?
Indeed. And also we're going to talk about Batman's reputation as a super soldier, all-American. Now, obviously, Harley Quinn, it's been big business. Harley Quinn in the comedy show that is very adult orientated, similar to South Park and Big Mouth and other comedy shows like that. Now, Batman was actually written in to have some saucy fun with Catwoman, but they obviously took that out basically and said, well, Batman wouldn't do stuff like that. I mean, Batman's obviously been in scenes of a saucy nature before with Catwoman and, of course, Batgirl in certain initiations of The Killing Joke. So why not this particular situation? Well, I think because it's a cartoon, they are concerned that obviously that younger audiences may watch. But then again, The Killing Joke was a cartoon. Perhaps it's to do with the tone of it and the fact that they took a risk with The Killing Joke and probably regret it now and probably think, well, we shouldn't tarnish Batman's opinion of in the nation's eye and things like that, because obviously he's mates with the Turtles and lots of other wholesome characters. So would he be doing things like this, and are they regretting going along that route with the character? It's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward. I think it would have been a bold move. I think it would have been an interesting move, and I think it would have cemented them in a relationship in some ways, but obviously the studio didn't feel it was right. Obviously, Batman and Catwoman are married technically, or were. So there you go. Sorry, Nick, go on.
Would it kind of like tie Batman into like a story that would be like difficult to move away from?
This is what I'm thinking. Maybe once they go down that rabbit hole, maybe they'll have no choice but to continue it on, and maybe that will ask more questions and change the way you see the character and all this sort of stuff. And there's all sorts of weird things that might happen with that, you know, shipping and all sorts of stuff. So maybe they just didn't want to go down that route, and they felt that it was a safe move with the character to be careful this time. Your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, what else are we going to talk about, Nick?
What else can we talk about?
40 and up, and what we think we could change for the future.
Well, if you could go back to your 20-year-old self, Badger and I are both now 40. I hit the big 4-0 last week.
Happy birthday to you.
Why, thank you.
Squash tomatoes and...
So we're thinking, what advice would you give your 20-year-old self?
It's easy, Nick. Drink plenty of water, exercise more, don't drink as much alcohol, and save money.
Yes, I mean, my 20-year-old self...
And that girl over there, don't ask her out, she's trouble.
There we go.
That's basically it. And that girl over there, don't ask them out either, they're trouble too.
Yeah, I mean, I was at university,
study more, do more courses, there you go.
I would say kind of like, do not leave all your assignments to the last minute.
No, definitely not.
I was a terror for that. You know, ask when you are struggling with questions.
That's right, yeah, of course.
That is definitely something I would talk to myself, because and yes, all sorts of other issues as well. When I was 20, I actually went and I actually did my uni year abroad in France. I feel like I made every possible mistake while I was out there.
Yay!
I wasn't very good at taking care of myself, and I was actually clinically underweight when I was... Yes. When I was 20, my 21st birthday, I was clinically underweight.
Bad!
And my body was barely able to support itself.
Naughty Nick.
Yeah. But yes, keep my ear to the ground a bit more, I think is what I would...
Did you learn anything from the trip other than becoming very malnutrition?
Very malnourished. I learned a lot about myself. It was very character building. I learned lots about other cultures as well. I just think it's a really great thing to be able to do. And my French improved for it as well. Although I don't use my French as much as I used to. I didn't really do kind of like French at uni with a particular career in mind. It was just the subject that I was good at and that I could actually study for 4 years.
Do you remember much French, Nick?
Un petit peu. A little bit. Un petit peu.
Un petit peu. Let me try. Un petit peu.
Un petit peu.
Un petit peu.
Un petit peu. Not un petit peu.
Un petit peu.
Something like that, yeah.
Un petit peu.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, try another one.
What else could we say? Merci d'avoir regardé notre vidéo sur YouTube. Merci pour tout votre soutien pendant l'année précédente. Et
merci.
On va faire le retour pendant l'été pour plus d'éditions spéciaux du Badger Show. Et merci pour tout votre soutien encore. Et
encore une fois.
À la prochaine.
Posh end.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Right, well, that's exactly it. Also, Nick, why don't we go, while we're here talking about sort of different accents and stuff, teach everyone how to do like one of your American accents while we're here.
So like what, like a general American accent?
Yeah, how would you do a general American accent?
I suppose you've kind of got, it's all about looking at your vowel sounds. So a lot more of them kind of go on a bit more. So like coffee. So instead of coffee, coffee.
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 Coffee. Or as I like to say, coffee. Add the extra W and a Q.
So yeah, but listen to that. But to be honest with
Coffee.
you, to be honest with
Coffee,
you, I mean,
jab. What?
look up the Actors Academy on YouTube. It's presented by a guy, I think his name's Felix. He has some really good introductory accent tuition.
Cool.
So yeah, he does he does one on British accents, one on Southern American accents, like deep South accents.
Ooh,
so like Matthew McConaughey and the like. And one on Australian accents as well.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so definitely
nice. Check
so
that.
look up the Actors Academy.
Ah, nice. Right, well, that's been a fantastic show, and I must admit, thank you very much, everyone, for sticking with us. Big shout out to my guest host, co-host, Mr. Nick, for joining us. And, we've had a good batch of episodes this year, haven't we?
We have. It's been a bit against the odds at times.
It has.
Like maybe like 2 months of staying at home.
That's right, yeah. It was very, and that was a painful hiatus because, I know you guys love On the Bench and we try and do it as much as we can. Sometimes things do get in the way, so I'm thankful for you guys understanding. But yeah, Nick will be joining me during the summer. We will try and get some special episodes in, but normal programming will be obviously continuing. But Nick will be guest starring and he'll be doing his Drop the Mic. We'll be doing some travel videos. We'll do some specials, the usual stuff. And of course, the usual Badger Show programming will be in as well. But yeah, we've had so much of a fun gas, and I must admit, like, some of the funny things we get up to is hilarious, and we're here rain or shine or snow or wind or water or tsunami, because I remember one of our first episodes of one particular time, it was heavy snowing.
Yes.
And we just sat here shivering and just carrying on.
Gluttons for punishment that we are.
Punishment. So you can find that deep in the playlist, I'm sure, if you check it.
Indeed.
But yeah.
Look out for look up Wayne and Wesley, a web series on YouTube. I've worked with them on 2 episodes. The first one is out now. The second one will be out very soon.
What will you be doing in Wayne and Wesley?
I'm playing Officer Fester.
Okay.
A police officer who just isn't very good at what he does.
And what does that involve then? Tell us a little bit more.
I need to. Well, the episode that's out now, I'm telling them off for disturbing the peace. But are they really disturbing the peace or just being a bit silly? Have a watch and find out. We'll include links in the description. Or if not, I'll post it in a comment underneath. And also, Hard to Leave backstories on Amazon Prime. My appearance as Officer Mark Brennan is coming out in July. And there is plenty more coming up as well. Don't forget to follow. You can follow me on Nickfield Media on all the socials, and all the information for that will be up.
Indeed. Right, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to have a good old chat in the comments. And of course, if you're watching this live as a premiere, hope we all had a good old chat, and let me know what your thoughts are on the He-Man trailer before we go, and of course what we talked about the other week with Thundercats, any other different cartoons and things you've been watching, Castlevania, all that sort of stuff, any of your favourite films. Have you seen Maleficent yet or anything like that? Shoot me up in the comments and we have a good old chat. Right, thank you very much for watching. This has been the last episode of On the Bench for this season, and we'll see you very soon for special episodes and extra stuff. And don't forget, normal programming will resume, but Nick will be guest starring here and there when he can, as he's got other commitments and bits and pieces. Right, thank you very much for watching. Love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Indeed. Bye.